Hey everybody, Real Estate Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. I want to talk about a side hustle. And the reason why I'm inspired to talk to you about this, I believe you can make a lot of money and get into the real estate business and make money when other people in the real estate business are not making money. Let me explain. During a real estate cycle, there are investors that dive in and they make money a couple different ways in real estate. They buy properties, they rent them out, and they make appreciation, hopefully, and cash flow, right? They also make tax write-offs and things like that. They can borrow against the equity in the property, all that kind of stuff, right? However, when a real estate cycle is topping and starting to drop, margins get crushed, and real estate investors make pennies, make nothing. As a matter of fact, at the top of a real estate cycle, as prices are pushing higher, what happens is investors have to put more down to make the property even pencil out. We're seeing this in commercial real estate. We're seeing Grant Cardone freak out. I cannot believe he didn't see this ahead of time, but whatever. We're seeing this in real estate right now. And how to make a lot of money in real estate right now is actually to be in the services of real estate. And it does two things for you. Not only does it bring you in cash flow, you have very, very little risk. And I'm going to explain this one in a second. But what happens is you have very little risk and it puts you right in front of all the real estate investors, all of the real estate professionals like real estate agents and property managers, and it's going to make you money right now. And then as everything comes crashing down, you're going to take that money and you're going to invest in real estate. All right, so here we go. This is the thing. And first, real quick, I just want to say this is the last 2 days that the side hustle course will be available for $199. It actually has an entire section in there of real estate as a side hustle, just so you guys know. So if you guys want it, the link's down below. This is the side hustle. And it doesn't matter if you're handy or not, but becoming or starting a handyman business. Let me explain. Before a lot of people go, I'm horrible with my hands. All I need is your mind. All right. There are a lot of people out there that are handy. And they know that what's really great about handyman, as opposed to a contracting company, there's laws all over the country that are different, right? Every state's different. But handyman has a certain limit. Most states limit the amount they can work per job, first off. And that's actually a really good thing. You see, if you went and started a construction company, a lot of construction companies go under because they mismanage their cash flow. And most construction companies are just one non-payment away from having to close their doors and lay people off. Okay, because they're really bad with their money. A lot of times because construction projects can, you only get pockets of money when you're charging a lot for a job, and you go 1 or 2 months without payment and you're in trouble. Handyman, you're limited on the amount that you can charge. So if somebody slow pays or doesn't pay, it's not going to kill you, right? You're down 1 day of work. Another really cool thing about that maintenance kind of thing is when you advertise specifically to investors, real estate professionals, you are now in front of people that are not only successful and they can teach you things and get little glean tips from them, but you're also putting yourself into a sector that you already want to be in. All right. You will be first, usually, especially when you let the people that you work with, the real estate agents, property managers know, like, hey, I'm in the market for a property. If you ever hear of anyone selling, let me know. And maybe we can make something happen. You're going to more than likely be first in line. You're going to have knowledge and expertise building up, but you can start small. Anyone can start with a screwdriver, a hammer, and a pickup truck. Not even that. You could do little maintenance jobs. But let's say you're not handy. This is what I would do. Become an expert in getting jobs and contracting them out. Get good at social media, at ad spend in Google ads or Facebook ads. Facebook ads are the easiest thing. As a matter of fact, you could start so small as to just start a DBA, which I don't suggest. I always suggest, especially in this field, I would start an LLC because you have the protection there. And it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg to start that. But then you get to start enjoying amazing tax benefits for buying tools, buying a pickup truck, or driving around town, the fuel, things that you would normally do in a normal day anyway. You'd be able to start using some of that as business activity, which would bring you in a great rate of return. Now, again, a lot of people are afraid to start a business or start a side hustle. That's why I say you start small. You start with a couple of business cards. You go to Vistaprint, costs you $19 for like 500 business cards. It's nothing, right? But a Facebook page is so easy to set up, and you could start with your personal one. Say, hey, I'm starting a handyman business in my local area. If anyone knows that they need help, now think about this. You're in a time right now where still people are having such a hard time finding qualified, cheerful, good workers to work on their homes. Okay. Now, we do know that people are scaling back in their spending, but you know, toilets still get clogged. You know, light bulbs still break. You know, things happen. And when you can start doing small jobs and bringing in an income, it's going to change the way that you perceive not only your future finances, but also how you perceive yourself. Because if you start small, you're going to build confidence. All right. There are so many people that tell me, they go, Ninja, I don't have the money to buy real estate. I'm like, well, that's all in your head. I'm going to give you all the answers. You just need to be able to go out and do something with it. Let me ask you this. For the people we're on live right now, type 1 if you, or to say I do, how many of you have a side hustle right now? And then say I don't if you don't have a side hustle. I'm just curious how many people just watching this live are already in that mode. Then I want you to think about this. When you go set up an LLC and you start to enjoy those tax benefits, right? Again, you're working towards buying the property. A lot of people, they just don't think, they go, I don't make enough money to buy a house, right? I'm stuck in this rental loop. Well, it's because you're looking at your current situation. If you add a side hustle and you work a couple days on your days off towards your side hustle, and this being a maintenance company for real estate, and the easiest way to get jobs, once you get your, you know, a small insurance policy going, you get your DBA or, you know, and business bank accounts set up in your, or your LLC, let's say, you go and advertise to all of the local, property management companies and said, hey, I know you already have maintenance people, but I'll tell you what, if you ever need somebody real quick and you want someone to show up with a smile and on time, here's my business card. And I'll tell you what, I'll give you 20% discount. This is my hourly rate. I'll give you a 20% discount for the first job just so you can get to know me, or a 30% discount. You get your face right in front of them, you get your foot in the door, and it's off to the races. You know, something as simple as that, saying, look, I'll take less pay for the first one because I want to show you that I'm worth the risk. And you'll have jobs hand over fist. Property management companies, I owned one. We're not, you know, we always have our guy or our gal, right? But we also need more help. And, you know, there's times that we call our maintenance company is busy. Well, crap, we need, there's a toilet needs to be clogged. Crap. You know, we got to get help done. We have to, you know, help our clients out, our landlords, our owners. And so we'll call other people. And I think a maintenance company for people that are handy is such an easy thing to do. And if you're not handy, it's so easy to learn how to advertise, and you start getting contractors. My point being is that this should not, you know, not having money to buy real estate should not limit you from buying real estate. The only thing limiting you is you. And I know that sometimes, you know, we get into positions in life where we're sort of built up a lifestyle that we don't want to, you know, seem like we're always, you know, wanting more. How do I put this? I had a neighbor that used to mock me because my side hustles, I was always working 7 days a week. I'd work. And he goes, oh, it's just never enough for you, is it? And I was trying to build a life for myself. Now, this guy, ironically, as he was judging me from across the fence, lost everything during the .com bust, and he retired as a contractor, a concrete contractor, and had to go to work as a school janitor. And it was still mocking me. It's never enough, is it? It's never enough. I'm like, I'm just trying to build a life, but he had to go back because he didn't own his home. And so he still had bills. And since when the .com crash happened and he lost 50% of the value of his 401k, he had to go back. So it was never enough. You know, he didn't have enough. And so we have to put down our pride sometimes and just go, you know, I'm just trying to make a better life for myself. And one thing that's going to stop you from leading the best life is excuses or denial. And denial is a lot more than a river in Egypt. And it's a real thing. And if I hear it all the time, I just don't have the money to buy real estate. I'm like, well, you did it to yourself. And if you guys want more information on how to start a side hustle, I've got the course, and it brings you step by step on even how to raise the money for your first, like your set of business cards by having a garage sale, and how to have a successful garage sale, all the way up to how to start an LLC and the steps it take to save you the heartache and the headache. I don't know of a course out there. And yeah, I'm selling my own course because I believe in it. And that's why I give a money back guarantee. There's 2 more days left on this. And I've got a new lesson coming out in the month of March. And as I pop on new lessons, those are included. Once you're in, you're in. There are people that have paid $199. There's people that have paid $250. There's some people that have paid $500 for that course. Once you're in, you're in. Right now we're running a sale. And we're also going to start group coaching in the next like 30 days, something like that. We're going to start offering that too to people that are in. It'll be a discounted rate, but you don't need that to be successful. As a matter of fact, you don't need the course to be successful. I didn't have a course. I wish I did, that lined all this stuff out that I could learn from someone that has, 20, 30 years experience. So if you want it, you want to be a success. It doesn't have to be maintenance. There's so many ways to get into the real estate game. I wasn't even a real estate agent and I owned a brokerage because I figured out the laws and said, all I need to do is start the corporation, get a broker of record. And I found somebody that wasn't even a broker, and we taught her how to go become my other business partner taught her how to become a broker, because the requirements was that you have to have a degree. Well, since we were investors, we knew we could do this. And we sold over $50 million in real estate in the first 6 months. I didn't let anything hold me back, and you shouldn't let anything hold you back either. And so I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you got something from this. Let me know what your side hustle is. I love hearing about your side hustles, because as I see them in the comments, I go, you know what, how can I expand and help somebody? It brings more information for the class that I can put new lessons on, but also I can make more videos on YouTube about it. All right. Thank you so much for watching. The Real Estate Ninja is out.